Okay, so I got a phone call that cut off my other video, so I'm back, you guys. Suspect, right? So I'm just sewing down the side here. All the way down my little side here. I almost finished up with my little side, as you can see. So yeah, I always use a little zigzag. I use this number 3 stitch, which is this. I don't know, it's always something I like to use when I'm doing like seams, I don't know. To me, it holds better, but it happens. Some people just use a straight one, and some people use the straight and then, like serge on the edges, but me, I ain't trying to do all that for a sackcloth dress, so, I'm just gonna use this number 3 stitch to make sure it doesn't open up on the sides. So that's that on that, and I'm almost finished up with this. Be back in a momento. Now, just a quick note. With this fabric, it does a lot of shedding and everything, so that happens. Just don't find yourself complaining about every single little thing. It's getting off on me, don't get put to death. Murmuring. So, if you have the little excess fabrics or whatever, just clip them off, just pluck them off. No big deal there. Just clip them off. Or use a little picker here. And just clip them off. No big deal. This is actually not going to be on the outside. That's why I just told you to, when you're doing your hem, you're doing it with the right sides together. So when we flip this out, this won't be visible anyway. So all you really want to do is just clip them off so they won't be touching your skin, irritating you on the inside. Just clip them off, but you have to be mindful. The way this is made, if you look at this really close, sisters, the way this is made, it's almost like a basket weave. See these little lines? You can pull these out, meaning you can basically, for each one, you can basically pull these out to unravel this whole garment. So just be mindful of that, and that's why we're going to sew it up on the sides, and that's why I use that zigzag stitch I was telling you about to try to keep much together as possible, okay? Once you get it, you shouldn't have any issues. And when you're washing this, don't put it in with anything else. Gentle cycle all the time, washing cold. If you're going to dry it at all, you can hang it to dry, but if you're going to dry it at all, make sure it's a cool dryer. You don't want to do anything hot or anything like that. Cool tumbler, let it get a little dry, get some of the excess off, and just hang it the rest of the way. And that's it on that. And so let's get our fringe on the, so first we're going to turn it inside out to see how it worked out, and then we're going to get our fringes on here. Actually, we're going to get our ribbon because we already have our fringe. Well, I already have my fringes. If you guys don't have fringes on yours and you're looking to wear it, so just put some little fringes on the bottom, or you can just kind of cut up. And this actually worked perfectly for me because when I washed it, it came out with these little fringes because it already had a little something on the edge. So these little fringes came out just perfect. So I was happy about that. Okay, so now I'm getting my fringe on, if y'all can see. My ribbon on, rather. Remember I told you mine came with some little fringes down here. It's cool. I use this ribbon because it is just beautiful. And I'm using embroidery thread, right, because that's all I had. But it's strong, so it works out. And I'm almost finished, you guys. I had to pause. Hubby came home, so I had to pause for the calls. I'm back. Be back in a second. Okay, so here we go. The finished dress here. As you can see down here, we got us some ribbon, got us some fringe. We got our sackcloth garment for our lamentation for the daughter of Jephtah. And we're finissimo, and I'll take you guys a picture for the end here for when I have it on. I'm actually going to do another one for a quick circle scarf tutorial, just so you have something over your head, since you of course, we will be praying and prophesying during this time. Okay, for now, shalom.